Up, so going to be starting a couple of minutes late.
Can somebody just check me in because I have to step out of the house. I've been trying to see si podía hacer the first one, pero I gotta go. Sorry.
Bueno, ¿cuál es el nombre tuyo y el call sign?
KO4TQW, Johnny.
Okay, thank you. Please drive through.
Man, sorry about that. Okay, imagínate. Thursday is really bad for me.
Hey, bro, Thursday they got liquor half off over here at the liquor store, so I gotta run. K4, KKC.
Liquor? I don't even know her. What a load of crap.
Can I have that supersized?
Okay, we're live. Everything's working. Yay! All right. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with the net, guys. And Align, that's a load of crap. Just go ahead and admit to us your wife is beating up on you. It's okay. CQ, CQ, CQ. Welcome to the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net. This is our net for April 4th, 2024. This is our net and slash mini club meeting. I am Robert, W4THM. I will be your net control for the evening. This is a directed net, which means all traffic should go through net control. We accept check-ins in English and Espanol. Whatever works for you. As long as you identify in English, it's cool. As part of our weekly net, we're incorporating a trader's net. So if you have any radio items for sale or looking for anything, feel free to let us know. I know Align and Jamie had some HF rigs for sale. So if you're looking for HF radio, get with those two guys. I don't know if there's any other new stuff. I know Align had an amp for sale and a radio, and Jamie had some radios for sale on the dual bander. So we got those out of the way. If there's any additional stuff for sale, let us know during your check-in. We're taking check-ins via RF, Yaesu Fusion on 443-300, and via Zello. Not sure if D-Star got connected or not. I don't know if Ruben had a chance to do that. I don't know. Ruben's been kind of busy. So we're going to go ahead and start taking check-ins. And along with the taking check-ins, there was something kind of cool that they did on the GMRS net. So we're gonna do that as well. So don't just check in and haul ass. Stick around for a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and call for check-ins on RF first. See if there's anybody in RF land that wishes to check in. Please come now. All right, nothing heard in RF land, so we're gonna get started with check-ins via Zello. So let's see, who do we got in here first? Right at the top of HYG, Ruben. Ruben, can you tell us if we're connected to D-Star? Because I don't know if we're connected to D-Star right now. And also, I understand there's going to be an event going on the 27th. Can you fill us in on the event?
No, we are not currently connected. I have to ask Santiago what happened with the reflector. He has been doing some changes, and apparently something is not working right now on the digital reflector, but the repeater are running. Yeah, on 27 at 2 p.m., that will be a Saturday, we have reserved on the Tropical Park spot to have a get together with the club, and South Florida Latin Radio, Amateur Radio Club is invited too. So I hope we can get together too with all people here there. That will be um, an event that you will have to bring whatever you want to eat. I will try to bring play, water, the basic things, but serve to bring whatever you need. That will be on the 27th, 2 p.m.
All right, so March 27, 2 p.m., Tropical Park. We got a spot. So, you know, all those that are in good standing with the Horizons GMRS Club and the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club, and by good standing, I mean that you're not one of those. You know who I'm talking about. So everybody that we're cool with is invited. You want to bring somebody who's new to radio, by all means, just touch base with Ruben. Let him know what you're doing. That's cool too. And it's a potluck type of thing, you know. We can coordinate amongst each other as to what we're going to bring. We don't charge for our barbecues. Hopefully everybody will bring something and it'll work out. We did that for field day, and man, there was so much food, and nobody had to pull any money out of their pocket. It worked out beautifully. So we're going to be doing the same thing. This is something that he started up with the GMRS group, and the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club is just going to tag along on this one and jump in. April. Oh, okay. I am so sorry. I thought it was March 27. April 27. Ruben, can we confirm that? April 27?
We're in the month of April already, so it can't be March.
Yeah, March already passed. We are on April. So, yeah, April 27th.
If you invented a time machine, I want a trip. I need to make some bets.
Look, man, I ordered these cigars that Jamie told me about, and I don't know. I think I got my money's worth. Okay, April 27th. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, so it's April 27th. All right, we got that out of the way. All right, cool. So plenty of time to coordinate amongst yourselves and with Ruben as to who's bringing what. KISS principle, people. KISS principle. Keep it simple, so that way you spend more time shooting the breeze and enjoying yourself. KISS principle. All right. Let's go on down the list here. 55, AG4JH. Are you available? All right, no 55. I guess we'll come back to him in a little bit. Going down the list. Next item up for bid. Align. Align, what's new? What's for sale? What's going on? What's happening in the ham radio contesting world? Anything of interest? Let us know.
Yeah, well, there was a contest, CQ Worldwide. There was a couple of international contests over last weekend that I didn't get to participate in because I was out of town. But yeah, man, the bands have been hit or miss, and I guess we have, you know, solar activity to thank for that. For sale, I still have that ALS 600 no tune solid state amplificator. I also have a Yaesu FT950 and another couple of other rigs. Just reach out to me if you're interested. Um, K4KKC. My email is good on QRZ. Back to you, Robert.
All right, cool. By the way, Align is the custodian of the club call. We do have a club call. We have a club call, and we have a pending application for a vanity call. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So once everything flows through, then I will unleash the call sign upon you guys. But we're almost there. We're almost there. So once we're official, if we have anybody who's artsy fartsy, maybe we can throw around some ideas to make some actual QSL cards. That'd be pretty cool. So, Alain, thank you for taking up the responsibility there with the club call, and you have my full permission to throw soda cans and whatever else you want at anybody that misbehaves with the club call sign. All right, let's keep going down the list here. KJ4ZMI. Fruto, are you there? Okay, Fruto is disfrutando. All right, let's go back a second. 55, AJ4JH, are you there? I know 55. We'll come back to him. Pedrito. Pedrito, te anda buscando ahí. ¿Tú estás ahí?
Yes, I am. K4 YK. Pedro, no traffic. ¿Quién me está buscando?
La gente aquí del net te estaban buscando. Ya te encontramos. Thank you for being there.
You're welcome.
Oye, en Manatí, Bipedal también te estaba buscando.
Oye, Alain, you sound like you're inside of a paper towel roll. All right, this is W4THM with the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club Net. Moving on down the list, AK4FU. Frank, it's your turn. What's going on, man? How are things up there in your neck of the woods?
Hey, K4FU. Good evening to one and all. Well, we're struggling with some schizophrenic weather here. Yesterday it was 80, and now we're back into the 30s for the next 3 or 4 days. It's still quite pleasant. It's sunny, breezy, and it's a beautiful time of the year up here, man. Everything is good. This Sunday I will turn 71 years old, and screw anybody that's got old people jokes.
71? Holy cow, Frank. Damn. When you were born, did they have radio?
No, just 2 tin cans and a string.
You know that was coming. Well, hey, man, you made it this far. Congratulations. You're the sharpest 71-year-old I know. All right, going down the list. Bullet, are you there? Over. Man, I'm gonna have to start passing out sandbags. I got a sandbag for 55. I got one for Fruto, and I got a sandbag for Bullet. Each one of you gets a little sandbag. Let's see if you guys show up soon. Jamie, our illustrious secretary and YouTube guy. What's going on?
Good evening, KG40XO. I'm gonna bring for sandbagging with 2 Gs or 1G.
Two G's, 2 G's. You know, it's like teabag.
Hey, estoy por acá, Fruto está por acá, KJ4, Zulu, my India, no traffic.
All right. Okay. See. You know, Fruto didn't let me down. He appeared. Now, if I could only get AG4JH to stop chewing and check into the net, that would be outstanding. 55. Come on, peer pressure. Peer pressure. 55.
Brazito, I'm ready to make. I'm here. I'm back.
He sent me a picture. He's apparently stuffing his face right now. So, okay, so we got AG4JH. He's alive. And we got Fruto. We'll check back with Bullet in a second. We got a time delay with Bullet. All right, going on down the list. Arenza, our correspondent in Alaska, KK4RYG. Are you there?
Hola, es mi Arenza, ¿cómo está? Kilo Kilo 4 Romeo Yankee Golf. No tengo tráfico, estoy escuchando a las, ¿cómo dice? Personas hablando con esta conferencia. And so I hope that we will talk more. I just realized I was speaking Spanish. Not much to report, no traffic, and look forward to talking to you guys soon. Still studying for my extra exam. Back to you. This is KK4RYG.
All right, man. Good to hear from you. Let's see, going on down the list here. Doc, KC4DOC. What's this I hear about you and graphic arts and stuff, man? You know, we're talking QSL cards, and I get a mysterious text that you know about graphic arts. Fill us in, man.
It all depends on what you want to do. KC4DOC here. Yes, you remember back in the day. I've got the T-shirt press and the cutter, and I don't do any printing like QSL cards, but there is a company here. But logos and design and whatnot, yeah, we got you handled. I got no traffic for the net, nothing for sale, looking for nothing to buy. And that's where we stand, man. And how's everything in Miami?
Well, being that you're a radio engineer guy, I don't know if you saw the news. If you haven't, go to WSVN. Go to their website. That's Channel 7 here in Miami. You're probably going to get a kick out of the story of the nut job that climbed a cellular tower with a Bible under his belt because God told him to climb this tower, and he had a job to do, and he disconnected a bunch of equipment. Yes, this happened yesterday. You got to check that out, man. And okay, we'll get with you when we're ready to put something together there for the QSL cards. I mean, I got an idea on what I'd like to do, but it's open to everybody. You know, anybody who's part of this group and you have some ideas for a QSL card, by all means, draw something up, put something together, and you know, in a future meeting, we'll kick it around. We'll do the Zoom thing, and you can display JPEGs on Zoom, so you know you could post up your ideas, and we can kick that around. All right, going on down the list. Miss Kitty, what's going on?
Buenos dias, mi amores. This is KX4FUN. Not much going on. You know, just another day in paradise. Want to wave a hand at y'all. I have nothing for sale. I currently don't want anything, and I'm just hanging out and listening to y'all.
All right, cool. Thank you for being there. This is W4THM with the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club net. All right, going on down the list. Jeffrey, KG4CNM. Got anything going on for the net? Anything cool going on at the arcade? You know that, we're all geeks, man. So we like to hear about what's happening at the arcade.
Nope, nothing for the net. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie, November, Mike. And I don't know. I don't spend much time there. That's probably more a question for Frank. He's there pretty much full time, aside from regular work.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday, actually. Yeah. Are you going to be around for field day? Because if you are for summer field day, man, it'd be awesome if you could do another one of those field day videos, because that came out awesome.
Yeah, I should be around. What day? I don't even know the date right now.
I believe it's the weekend of June 23rd. Align, can you confirm that? I figured you'd be the guy who definitely know.
Uh, 27th. Sorry, June 22nd and 23rd. June 22nd and 23rd.
Okay, June 22nd and 23rd. The 23rd is my birthday. I love it because ever since I discovered field day, it's always been the whole thing of everybody wants to tell you what you're going to be doing on your birthday, and they're like, well, what do you want to do? I'm going to go play radio. What? You're going to go play radio? Yeah, it's my birthday. I get to do what I want, right? So I'm going to go play radio. So there you go, June 22nd and 23rd. But as you know, the Saturday is usually the more busier day. So if you could be around for that, Jeff, that would be awesome.
Oh, sorry to interrupt there. Did you secure the same location?
But of course, darling.
Thank you, sir. Back to you.
All right, scooting on down the list. W1CLT. Robert, got anything for the net?
Good evening, Net Control. This is Whiskey 1 Charlie Lima Tango. Nothing really new. The only new thing is I finally got to mount my 4BTV antenna. The only thing left for me to do is to lay out the radials. They're attached. I just haven't been able to hang them properly. They're just kind of drooping straight down from the mast right now. So I can check the tuning. I checked it just like that by itself, and I was getting anywhere between 2.2, 2.8 SWR, and 40 meter was up like at 3 point something. So without the radials being laid out properly, it doesn't seem too bad considering. I imagine it's going to improve once I get that going. So that's about it. And then also for the summer field day, folks, let's all try to chip in and see what we can do to help out to pay for that reservation.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be quite helpful, folks. Ruben has some cash put away from when we did Winter Field Day that people pitched in to help with the field day expense. And actually, part of that money is going to go towards the club call because it was $35 to do the application to get a club call. And then it was another $35 to get the vanity. So $70 of that money is going to Ryan because he paid for everything. He did all the paperwork. He helped us out with everything, which was very nice of him. And we got to reimburse him for the expenses. I don't want to take advantage of the guy. So, as we get closer to field day, or at field day, if people could pitch in a little something to help defer the cost, that would be upstanding because we don't have a lot of money. We spend all our money on repeaters and Zello and radios and laptops. So you know how it is. All right, what do we got left? Hold on, I see Switchblade. I don't know. Do we feel lucky? Is Switchblade gonna talk to us? Frank, are you gonna talk to us?
What's his call sign?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what his call sign is. But since there's somebody here who kind of works in the same department, we're gonna have to hire that person to go by there with a sandbag and leave it next to his car on the floor or something.
For sure.
Dude, the guy is sandbagger extraordinaire. All right, so who am I missing? I'm missing Switchblade and I'm missing Bullet. All right, are one of you two guys gonna check in?
No, I'm gonna do it. Thank you for letting me in. I've been doing el almuerzo y la cena porque tú sabes cómo es eso, no estábamos ahí. Así que muchas gracias por dejarme entrar. No tengo nada que pueda ir. Cualquier cosa, pues el día que nos encontremos le haremos respectiva la colaboración para que tengan ahí para eso mismo, para las cuestiones de la agrupación, para participar con ustedes como lo hemos hecho hasta la fecha. Así que, thank you for letting me in. This is AG4, JH. Back to you, Net Control.
All right. Yeah, you sound a lot better now that you don't have your mouth full. All right, 55, thank you. I guess Bullet fell asleep on us. And then we have, I don't know, Jamie, I think you got a runner-up for that Sandbagger Award, man. I don't know. But, all right, let's see if there's anybody out there in RF land that's been sitting there parked and waiting. Anybody in RF land that wants to check in, please come now. All right, nobody in RF land. Hey, that's not too shabby. We got 17 check-ins. Man, I don't know. That's a pretty good number for the new club in town. I gotta say that's pretty cool. All right, so yesterday the Horizons GMRS Club was doing their net, and they had a pretty interesting topic. I don't know. you know, if you feel like refraining, by all means, you could refrain. I mean, but I just thought it was a pretty interesting topic. That we're talking about how you feel about the legalization of recreational marijuana. And, you know, there's quite a few people that chimed in over there. And I was just curious, you know, what the vibe is over here. And I'm gonna clear the air. I don't smoke it. Never tried it. I don't know. Mildly curious, but really not like all that big of a thing for me. But it seems like I'm one of the guys that actually is very for it, for the legalization of recreational marijuana. But I'm just curious as to what the vibe over here is. Yesterday there were some folks for it over on the GMRS side. There were some folks that said, well, you know, we don't want a bunch of people running around messed up. But I mean, in reality, the laws would be pretty much the same for alcohol, right? Don't go out driving if you're messed up. You know, no public intoxication, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what's the vibe here. And I'm gonna pick on Align first because you know I know Align's got some knowledge on this topic.
Okay, so how badly do you want to get intoxicated? Like a couple of puffs or Snoop Dogg intoxicated?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's going to go up for a vote. It's going to be on the ballot whether to legalize recreational marijuana in the state of Florida. So, what's your opinion on that? I mean, you know, yes or no? I mean, look at where we are now. I mean, you you get pulled over with a little bit in the car as long as you're not messed up. I think they're not doing anything about it. So it's not like anybody cares. So we're almost there. But you know, are you for it? Are you against it? You know, speak your mind.
I say I'm for it, but then have some covenants around it so that you don't go to Miami Beach and everybody's fucking puffing out in the open and making it smell like the Bob Marley Festival. Um, if you're gonna smoke it, bro, smoke it inside your house. If you're gonna smoke it, in a private area. Same thing goes with like the smoking of the cigarettes. If you're gonna smoke it, do it so it doesn't bother other people. And again, you know, there's such a thing as DWI, which is driving while intoxicated, which is not good for the person that's intoxicated and the victims that they cause if they crash. But again, there's a lot of ignorance and a lot of people that just don't give a shit. And there's a lot of people that, throw the dirt out there on Instagram while they're doing it. So I don't know, man. I think it requires a little bit of thought and education.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on. I don't want to be walking around smelling that stuff all over the place. You know, uh, restricted to private property. Okay, I'm cool with that. You know, the kind of the same rules as for smoking cigarettes or something like that, and drinking beer. You know, some mixture of that. That's how I feel about it. But all right, so I don't know, Johnny. Johnny, are you still there? All right, we got no Johnny. Well, all right, let's open it up, man. Anybody else want to chime in? I mean, what do you think about this? You know, that's going to come up for a vote. I think it's in November. So, how do you feel about it? Do you like the idea? Do you not like the idea? Why? Why yes? Why not?
Hi, everybody. This is Arenza KK4RYG. Um, partly responsible for it even being on the ballot because it was a petition that was being circulated by dozens of people statewide, and that's the reason why people get to vote on it. It wasn't something legislators did, it was a grassroots movement that was sponsored by a proponent that was carried out by a bunch of circulators, such as myself, to gather signatures for it. It's a long story, but I'm indirectly connected to the political mayhem surrounded by the recreational marijuana industry. I'm for it, even though I don't smoke it or do anything with it, because it's not fair that the alcohol, tobacco industry get to, sell their products to millions of people that do just as much, if not more, destructive damage than marijuana. And marijuana's never killed anyone, and it has medicinal benefits. I mean, doctors don't have recreational tobacco. It just doesn't happen. But I'm for it being regulated and provided to everybody on a recreational basis for the simple fact that people never had an opportunity to really enjoy the benefits from it. So I'm for it being commercialized and regulated and legalized statewide for recreational and medicinal use. And if they don't honor marijuana that way, I'm thinking about doing legislation to get rid of alcohol. So if they if they do the marijuana industry wrong in the future, don't be surprised if I have something, hey, in the future that's going to take away um, products being sold that have to do with alcohol. I know companies like Budweiser and those guys are going to be mad at me, but either they treat marijuana with respect or I'll do legislation to just dump them. Back to your net control. My 2 cents worth. KK4RYG.
AK4FU. Dude, I'm totally for it. You know, I'm 71 years old, got titanium rods in one leg, 2 knee replacements. You know, getting old, suffer the aches and pains. Sometimes, the pain from arthritis is pretty severe. And I found that gummies, work rather well against the pain. At least enables me to get some sleep. And the other is the tax benefit. Nobody ever bitches about taxes, related to the sale of marijuana. Like in Colorado and California, the city of Oakland was bankrupt, until they legalized recreational marijuana in California. There's a lot of medicinal benefits. And as far as people driving stoned, they tend to drive extremely slow, so if you see somebody going 6 miles an hour in front of you and not moving at all, then they're stoned, but I'm telling you right now, there's immense tax benefits, there's health benefits, just like anything else done to excess could be detrimental, but with moderation, there are benefits to both, alcohol and recreational marijuana.
And before I give it back to you, Net Control, I just want to let you know, again, this is KK4RYG, and that is Colorado. We did that too. That was us. Back to you, Net Control.
Hey, cool, man. Yeah, Frank, you bring up an interesting point, man. Having worked in a planetarium for 10 years, and all the stereotypes, I never, ever, ever saw a violent pothead. I mean, we had some problems with pill poppers and things like that. We used to call them snack machine kitties and water bottle kitties. Snack machine kitties were harmless. They were usually giggling, slow, easily entertained, weren't causing any problems. It was the other ones that would cause problems. So, yeah, interesting point, man. It tend to be mellow and chill. Where alcohol, you know how that is. That's kind of like a 50-50. What you're going to get out of that. All right. Anybody else want to chime in?
This is KX4FUN, a former pothead, and I'm so sorry that I'm former, but I would love to see it legalized because, yes, there's lots of medicinal uses. I was an anorexic, and it helped me eat. And I have insomnia, so it helped me sleep. And I didn't get violent by smoking pot. I sometimes, depending on my mood, I can get violent with drinking alcohol. And it's, do it at your own home or be at a cigar bar where you do cigars or a pot bar where you do pot or you go to a bar, but again, it's in moderation, and don't be driving stoned, don't be driving drunk. And yeah, I totally, there's medicinal uses, and I totally support it. And however, the drugs that are out there today, I'm not going to go buy it off the street, but if it's regulated and taxed, guess what? It brings money. Like FU said, it brings money to the state. Tax it, regulate it, and you bring in some funds, and guess what? People are doing things that are not laced with crap on the streets. This is KX4FUN. I support it.
All right, so far we got 5-0. There anybody on the other side of the fence, man? Don't be afraid. Jump in.
As a public employee, I have no opinion.
Yeah, I think you should sit this one out, Jeff.
KX4FUN, which also brings up another point. Public employees, federal employees and stuff. How do you regulate that? You pop a P test that I was just having fun Friday night and Saturday, and I have to come to work on Monday. So I understand that too. So there needs to be some kind of correlation of how are we going to test this? How are you going to take care of this? But yeah, being on the road driving stoned, yeah, you're going to really drive slow, and you're going to look for the next McDonald's or Burger King or a Popeyes. So there's a lot more entailed with it, but this is KX4FUN, and again, I support it.
All right, we got anybody else that want to chime in? Anybody else on the opinion of what's going to go on the ballot on November for the possible legalization of recreational cannabis?
W1CLT here. I'm not against it. The only thing I'm against is if you ever go to New York or Las Vegas, that's all you smell on the street, man. You could even walk out there without having to smell that stuff. And some of it smells okay, and some of it smells like crap. So that's the only thing I have against it. Having to smell it if people start smoking it freely out in the street. I've never tried it like you, Robert. I'm allergic to it. Not interested either. Never have been. Also, another thing you have to consider, which some people may or may not know unless they recently changed the law. Nowadays, if you have a medical marijuana card, from what I understand, and I don't think it's changed, you are not allowed to have your concealed weapon permit. You're supposed to turn that in.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason why I have not gone to go get a card, because I have a permanent back injury. I live in pain. And I haven't gone to go get a marijuana card because I have to pick and choose. The ability to defend myself or the ability to giggle. So I chose to defend myself. So yeah, that's an issue which hopefully will be addressed. When that comes around, if it comes around, we'll see what happens. All right, anybody else want to chime in on this before we close the net? It's been an interesting discussion.
All right, in Florida, you no longer need a concealed weapons permit to carry. So what happens with those? It's not like they're going to lose their concealed weapons permit.
Well, yeah, you don't need the permit. So the only reason at this point to have the permit, right, is so you can go to the gun show or whatever and pick something up and walk out the door with it, take it home that very same day. You don't have to wait. So there is a point to still having a permit, right?
Don't forget you have reciprocity to carry in like 30 other states or something like that, or whatever it is by now.
Yeah, those are going to be interesting topics if it goes through. All right, last call. Last call for the opinion on the public puffing of the giggle smokes.
What's the song of the Who? I'm free.
Well, so our tally here was a 6-0. So everybody who chimed in was for it. That's interesting. A little bit different than on a GMRS side. On the GMRS side, I think it was like a 50-50. It was kind of surprising. So, okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and close the net for tonight. Not bad. 17 check-ins. Not bad. Appreciate everybody showing up. This is W4THM with the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club net and / mini meeting, and we're gonna call it to an end. You guys are free to take over the repeater and do whatever you want, as long as Ruben doesn't get mad.
Thank you, Robert. Good night, everyone. KG4OXO disconnecting from YouTube.